We're getting older, but that certainly doesn't mean we don't want to look our best. Now you're gonna love this. We talked to 3 stylists from different salons to get their thoughts on haircuts for men like us. So Maria, do you find that as men get to a certain point in their life, do they have any reluctance, any anxiety about coming into a salon?
Yes, some of them feel intimidated and they like to be greeted by their stylist, and they like to text me. They don't like going through the front desk. They like a personal connection.
But that's the thing, like a lot of men out there, if they don't feel comfortable coming into a women's salon, they think it's just for women.
Absolutely they do. It's a matter of their comfort zone. You know, traditionally speaking, salons were always a place for females, not so much for men.
So when you talk to them and you consult with them, how do you kind of ease that anxiety, so to speak?
Well, the very first thing is I have to make sure that they know that I'm not going to bite or cut them. So that's
a good start.
Right. More important than anything else, I want to be able to reflect to them on how the fact that they can actually make a considerable difference and change in their lifestyle by approaching a beauty salon, in the sense that barbers really are limited in how they do the services, like as far as cutting and texturizing, where hairdressers have a much bigger palette in the services that they're able to accomplish.
Now, do you also factor into the cut and to your client his lifestyle, the reason he's getting it cut, the way he's getting it cut?
Yes.
Or when you consult with him, is that part of it?
Yes. Most of the time it's a pretty good consultation when it's a new client, but when it's somebody that I do every 4 weeks, or sometimes they like 3 weeks, there's no reason. I just do my thing and they're good.
So as a guy is getting a little bit older, say he's in his 60s, 70s, is the conversation, does it go a little differently in terms of how you walk him through the haircut process? Are you trying to give him something that's easy to manage? I mean, some guys want fashion forward, right?
Yes.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You can always tell when someone gives a damn about themselves.
Some thought into it.
Yeah.
And that's what this is all about. Guys who still
Give a shit.
give a shit.
Yep.
Let's be honest.
Yep.
Age should not dictate that.
Well, and either should gender. I mean, just because
Very good.
you don't wear makeup and do all that, you can still do it with, per se, your glasses, the way you style your hair, your clothes.
Haircutting is all about being confident with the way that you're looking. So the confidence comes in with feeling comfortable with yourself, with your hair. You know, that plays a major part.
You could walk in to a great clips. This, you're more likely you have to have an appointment. And a lot of people don't want that. They want like, oh, I gotta get a haircut. But then, like we talked about, you're gonna get what you pay for.
Yeah.
$6 versus $25 to $30 is gonna be night and day.
You know, they feel comfortable, but the prices are not the same as those chop shops.
Yeah.
But you know what? Cool men want cool hair. They'll pay the price. And a lot of men get color too.
Sure.
Like a lot of guys still like that gray. They don't want to look because they just got the hair color. A product out is called Camo. It's a 5-minute color, and it almost will diffuse your gray, but it'll still keep it, but it almost blends it so you have less of it. But it doesn't look like you just colored your hair.
This is my favorite gel. This is the best gel.
Really?
Yes, it doesn't look wet.
Is it a matte finish?
Yeah,
Is it really?
yeah.
Okay. So
then-
you're gonna work it in the hair.
Yep.
If you start using a gel, it will give you a lot more better form, and it stays very in place. So if you use mud, this is literally like putting in mud on your hair, and you'll be able to form it in a different way. If you are using a mousse or like a regular mousse, it will keep the shape very, very well. The gel mix will give you much better definition. The mousse gives you a lot more fullness.
And a lot of guys, even that are balding, you know, sometimes they think that having more hair makes it look thicker and longer, but sometimes it does the complete opposite.
So if you're thinning as you're getting older, which is a natural progression for some, yeah, obviously, let's face it, it's part of the aging process.
Yes.
So What is it then that you suggest in terms of wearing the hair? Is it short?
It's usually shorter, a little tighter. Yeah.
Because we've all seen guys who try to mask it, right?
And sometimes those kind of guys need a little facial hair or longer sideburns to balance out the look or the face shape.
Like they have the little powders out there. There's a couple different brands. It's a little powder I think that you might spray something on, sprinkle it, and almost fills in where you're thinning. So like, per se, if this really bothered him back here, he could do a little bit of his dark or like a lighter brown.
Back there?
Yes, you can. But because the way you style your hair, you almost diffuse it, nobody would know.
And these concealers have gotten pretty, they're pretty good, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, women use them also.
Wait a minute, how bad am I thinning?
He should tell me what he likes to do, what he wears to work. Does he dress up? Does he like it clean cut? Does he like a little scruff? Usually people that have a little scruff are a little messier. I'll usually ask him how often they come in, if it's a new client.
How often should they come in?
I say 3 to 4 weeks.
Typically, when you have your hair really short, that means over your ear, that should be cut once every 4 to 5 weeks. If you have hair that's longer a little bit, you can go on between 6 to 7 or even 8 weeks. Now, depending if you start going with the longer time, you really have to use an styling aid like a gel or a spray mousse, that kind of, so this way you'll be able to contain that length. But if you're not that kind of a person that maintains your hair at home, then it would be a good idea to have your hair cut once every 4 to 5 weeks.
So there you go. Regardless of our age, we can still look good. We want to look good. We need to look good. Fashion forward, easy to manage haircuts. Because after all, you are a gentleman.